Most traders get trapped in fake breakouts. They see price break through a resistance level, jump in immediately, and then watch in frustration as the market reverses, hits their stop, and keeps them second guessing. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Breakouts can be one of the most profitable setups in trading, but only if you know how to confirm which ones are real and which ones are traps. That's exactly what I want to break down today, and I'll show you how I use the SMRT Algo Pro V3 indicator to filter clean breakout trades from the noise. Let's start with the basics. A breakout happens when price pushes beyond a key level, usually resistance or support. But here's the catch. Not every breakout is valid. A lot of them are liquidity grabs designed to trap impatient traders. The key is to wait for confirmation before committing to the trade, and that's where Pro V3 shines. Here's the process I use. First, I wait for price to break above a clear resistance zone. The Pro V3 automatically highlights these levels for me, which saves me from drawing endless lines across the chart. Once resistance is broken, that zone now becomes potential support. But instead of buying immediately, I stay patient. I wait for the retest. This is where most traders fail. They buy the breakout candle, only to get wicked out when price comes back to retest the zone. Smart money waits for the retest, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Once price retests the broken resistance, I look for confirmation. The Pro V3 makes this simple by automatically showing changes of character and breaks of structure. If I see a bullish change of character or a break of structure forming right at that zone, that's a powerful sign that buyers are stepping in to defend it. That's the moment where the breakout shifts from maybe to high probability. But I don't stop there. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that you can't just focus on one time frame. A breakout on the 15-minute chart doesn't mean much if the higher time frame is bearish. This is where the trend dashboard inside Pro V3 becomes crucial. With a single glance, I can see the market bias across multiple timeframes: 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. If the higher timeframes are bullish and the breakout on my trading timeframe aligns with that trend, I know I'm trading in the direction of the bigger players. That's where the real edge is. Finally, before I hit buy, I check the Pro V3 signals. If a fresh buy signal appears in alignment with the zone retest, structure shift, and higher timeframe trend, that's the final green light. Now I can enter the trade with confidence, place my stop loss just below the retested zone, and target the next key high in the market. What I love about this approach is that it doesn't leave room for guessing. Every step is backed by structure, momentum, and confirmation. You're not chasing candles. You're waiting for the market to give you the evidence you need. And when all those elements align, that's when breakouts become one of the most reliable setups in your arsenal. Let me give you an example. Recently on EUR USD, we had a resistance zone on the 15-minute chart. Price broke above it with strong momentum, but instead of chasing it, I waited. Sure enough, price came back to retest that zone. On the retest, Pro V3 showed a bullish change of character. At the same time, the higher timeframe dashboard was flashing bullish across the board. A buy signal appeared right as price started pushing up again. That was my entry. Stop loss just below the zone, target set at the next swing high. Within a few hours, the trade hit my target cleanly. This is why breakout trading doesn't have to be a gamble. With the right process and the right tools, it becomes a repeatable strategy. And the SMRT Algo Pro V3 gives you everything you need to execute it. Automatic zones, structure shifts, higher time frame bias, and precise signals. It doesn't predict the market, it doesn't repaint, it simply gives you the clarity you need to follow a process. The best part? This works across any market. Whether you're trading Forex, crypto, indices, or stocks, the logic of breakouts and retests applies everywhere. And because Pro V3 is built inside TradingView, you can apply it to any chart, any time frame, anytime. So if you've been struggling with false breakouts, overtrading, or second-guessing every move, it's probably not your fault. It's your process. Most traders fail because they chase moves, instead of waiting for the evidence. With Pro V3, you can flip that completely. You can see where the real breakout happens, confirm it with structure and momentum, and ride it with confidence. And that's exactly how I trade breakouts today.